Whether you are already a rideshare driver or else you're considering becoming one, you can improve your driving experience and your earnings by following 3 rideshare mastery habits that I continue to use. Now, I'm Paul Johnson, and my wisdom on this comes from over 4 years of driving rideshare for Uber here in Los Angeles area, part-time, and also I spent many years as a change maker, a technology consultant, a college educator, investment business owner, a nonprofit leader, and now as podcaster, writer, and coach. Now, as I developed these rideshare habits I'm going to share with you, I went from earning about $19 an hour to earning now over $30 an hour regularly. And so I could share with you dozens actually of rideshare mastery habits and tips. I could do a whole seminar, a day seminar on them, but here I'm going to share with you my 3 best. And in addition, I'm going to offer you a free rideshare mastery tracker, which is the most powerful aspect of my habits, and an ebook that goes along with that. So the instructions on how to get those free resources are shown in the notes below this video. So let's go. PDJ's rideshare mastery habit number 1. Navigate with thoughtful methodology and purpose. Now, here's my 5 time-tested suggestions in order for you to do that. Number 1, find several starting places in your area. Don't drive around a lot. Just start at a place, wait for a request. And I, in fact, start in my driveway. I just wait for a request in my driveway or in a parking lot next to where I get gas. Number 2, take the shortest way possible to pick up your rider. Now, this may not be what your GPS shows. And if you know the area, take that shortest way. You don't have to go what your GPS is showing you. Number 3, if the rider requests a special way to get to their destination, go the way your rider wants. And ask if you think it's important on a specific ride. And take it as long as it's reasonable. Number 4, other than having a special request from a rider, drive in the safest and the most enjoyable way for you and your rider. Number 5, always be looking forward to new and improved methodologies and purposes in your driving strategies. Navigate with purpose and methodology. PDJ's rideshare mastery habit number 2, communicate with empathy. I deploy this in 2 ways. One is directly verbal, the other is by way of environment. My first suggestion is that somehow always inquire how your rider is doing. Within 10 seconds of getting in the car with me at night, I ask the riders, I say something like this: so, how y'all doing tonight? Now, this does 2 things. It establishes my concern for the riders, which many times, frankly, kind of surprises them in a pleasant way. And secondly, it lets them know that they can talk a little bit more with me. I'm open to communication if they so choose to. They don't have to. The second way I establish empathy in my communication is by way of music. And what I do is I always start off with classical music, and 90% of the time, my riders really enjoy this, no matter what their age is. And in fact, I have often comments the riders tell me that this is the best rideshare ride they've ever had, and that my music played a big part in that. So do that. I always have a backup classical rock and classical soul, just in case I think for some reason that might be a better fit. So do 2 things. Establish communication empathy by showing concern and having some great music. And I think it'll increase your tips and your ratings. PDJ's rideshare mastery habit number 3, always track your work. Oh, this is so powerful. To do this, what I've done is I've developed a digital spreadsheet that I use to enter data, like the time of day, number of hours online, the earnings, my tips, the cash that I receive, bank deposits, and any other comment about I have about that day's work. And then the spreadsheet automatically computes for me all kinds of analytics and statistics that can be very useful. I call this PDJ's Rideshare Mastery Tracker, and the first page of that data, that tracker, looks like this. The tracker then has other pages that compute weekly, monthly, and yearly statistics and totals, and then also gives me very interesting statistics about my performance, my maximum achievements, and this is very useful, and they look like this. This all then allows me to review, contemplate, and then improve my rideshare work. And because of it, I make so much more. And if you're going to master your rideshare work, you need to track your experience, analyze it, and improve it. You need a tool like PDJ's Rideshare Mastery Tracker. Now, you could create your own tracker by using some kind of spreadsheet, and that would be great. But why would you want to do this? I've already built one for you. And you can receive one free for a limited time, because I'm eventually going to charge for this. And you can receive this and by using the instructions below this video and showing you how to get it. And when you do, I'll send you back a personal email along with a link to receive the tracker, and then eventually receive my ebook guide that has even other habits in it for you. So there you have it. Start deploying the 3 rideshare mastery habits today, and while they're still available, get my PDJ's Rideshare Mastery Tracker and ebook. Again, the instructions how to do that are below this video in the notes. Best wishes, and tell me how it goes.